hot as a motherfucker in this motherfucker, but welcome to the Note to Self podcast, episode 29. Finally, we're at episode 29. I can't believe it. Yes, I'm wearing the same fucking shirt from yesterday. And I parked in backwards because I can't even take a chance. Like, I swear, like, because, like, my channel's all about, I have schizoaffective disorder, so everything that comes out of my mouth is a fucking delusion. I hope you guys don't think that's the case. I really don't, because you know how many people, like, if you put the shoe on the other foot, like, why not harass people with schizophrenia and bipolar and shit like that? Because, like, nobody's gonna be like, oh, they're telling the truth, they're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck off with it. So, what's today's date? It's August 2nd, Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. I'm trying to be consistent as a mug. I'm trying to be in this bitch every day. So, I'm here. Yay for consistency, yeah. So, 4:48 p.m. Like, I'm over here chilling with Grandpa. We're watching, like, 25 Words or Less. I like that show now. I don't know why I like 25 Words or Less. So, we chilling, we watching. I got his diaper. I'm about to change the diaper. You know, and then I just have this feeling like, oh, you know, I feel like somebody's gonna call the fucking cops on me. Sure enough, that's what the fuck happened. And, you know, it's not the same person because I got these two people on my back. Y'all know who the fuck y'all are. But to this specific person, because I know it could be y'all. It could be one of y'all who be peeking in and peeking out. I don't know. Maybe somebody's just curious about my channel. I don't fucking know. Nobody leaves a comment. But can you just stop, though? Like, can you stop harassing? Like, I don't know. It is harassment. Like, it's just like he doesn't. Never mind. I'm not even going to go in. That's none of my business. Exactly. It's just none of my business. If he says, like, he don't want me talking to you and you don't want to talk to me, don't call me trying to, like, talk to him. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. So anyway, I smashed this mosquito, and I was trying to save the body. Usually I don't pick up bugs. Oh, Lord. I really hope it doesn't come back to life. Because it's kind of twitching right now. Hold on. I just wanted to show you the mosquito because I heard it buzzing. Ugh, I just don't know what part of it is the mouth. But other than that, today's been a really good day. Like, it's been chill. I got things done, but I feel like there's more things that need to be done. Like, the house needs to look a little bit better for next week because I'm having a guest over, which is nobody's really, it's my viewer's business. But if you're a certain viewer that likes to call the cops on people every 5 fucking seconds because you don't get your fucking way, I mean, I guess it's not a good thing. It looks like this mosquito is twitching. Can you see him? That black thing on the paper. I smashed the fuck out of him. Like, I heard him buzzing in my ear. And I said, bop! And then he just fell. It looked like he's still trying to move, though. Really interesting. I like the little striped tail that he has. Hold on. Can you see? And can you believe, like, back in the day in prehistoric times, like, bugs used to be way bigger than they are now, just because, like, the oxygen levels were higher. I think they said that there was more oxygen back then, so, like, the animals were much bigger, like the insects at least. Nah, I'm not gonna throw that out. It's my yard. But I don't know, I feel kind of dusty right now. I ain't really going nowhere, so I didn't feel like changing my shirt. And y'all act like y'all change your clothes all the fucking time. But right now, like, I'm just glad I'm parked this way so I don't have to keep looking behind me like I do in every video. I can just be, like, looking forward and see what the fuck is gonna pop off. Because really, like, what the fuck am I doing? Other than the right thing. That's the thing I was talking about yesterday. It's just, like, I'm doing the right thing. And it's just, like, I'm getting hell for it. People who are not doing shit are calling the cops on me for doing what the fuck they should be doing. Like, why? Why is the grandchild taking care of the grandfather? Why do people keep asking me that? This shit is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's just like when you go to like those parent-teacher association, parent-teacher conferences back in the day, and like you be the kid that don't got no parents. Cause that was me. I was that kid. And I went up in there with my old ass grandpa, my old ass grandma. Well, they're not old. Well, I guess they were old for the time, like 50 something and 60 something, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the only kid with grandparents for fucking parents. So it's just like, stop. Just stop it. Please, just stop. I need to stop drinking this ginger ale. And I still feel that all that cough syrup in my goddamn system, and it's been like a day, maybe like 2 days since I last took it. Like, I feel nauseous just thinking about it. So that's ran its course. But I'm thinking, like, am I really getting better with these tarot cards or not? My lips are so dry. Because what did the tarot card say yesterday? Like, I swear that was, I did so many readings. Like, I'm so obsessed with the answer. Like, what is the answer? And I keep shuffling, thinking, like, I'm going to get something else. Let me get something else. Let me get something I want to hear. But I keep getting the same shit. But what was it? Today was supposed to be about partnership. And that, like, I got it in the bag, even though it looks like shit. It's looking like I have obstacles and shit, but I still got it. But don't be egotistic. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to have no ego about it. I have no ego about it. I mean, I do. I should have an ego about it. And that's what I'm saying, like, unlocking your shadow self. Why can't I have an ego about it? I'm doing shit nobody else wants to fucking do, and I'm barely getting any credit. Like, it's been years, and now I'm getting the credit for it. It don't even matter no more. It don't even matter no more. Because the only person who's, like, who was there that I'm helping is gonna, like, pass. Like, I mean, not now, but I mean, I hope not. But, you know, the only person that can just credit me, they'll be on. So it's just like, I'm not doing shit for clout. I need to. I need to start doing shit for clout now. Y'all do shit for clout. All I'm asking is to be left the fuck alone. And then you ever hear, like, when adults go, like, stay in a child's place? Especially, like, if you're a kid and you have a point and they be like, stay in a child's place. And, you know, that makes you think about ignorance is a bliss. And it's true. It's true. Like, why would you want to know about what adults are going through? Because, like, once you find out, like, there goes your childhood or whatever. But it's just, like, if it's affecting you, you have to know. And then it makes me think, like, I'm going to tell my kid, like, even though these beings are taller than you, and, you know, they have a bigger voice than you and they can do more shit than you, that don't mean they know every fucking thing. And I know it might discredit me when I'm telling them shit, but it still stands with me too. I'm a big ass baby. You're a big ass baby. I don't give a fuck. Everyone's a fucking baby. You're born a baby and you're gonna die a baby. Just a big baby. That's all it is. Like, nowadays, like, instead of doing like a temper tantrum, some people do temper tantrums anyway, but I'm saying, like, instead of doing a total temper tantrum, if they don't get what they want, they just call the fucking police. So that you doing that, right? You know, you just took some, like, a real situation. Like, you just took the cops away from a real fucking situation that's probably going on. Probably. And then you keep doing that, and then, like, what if I'm not here? And then something really is going on. They're not gonna come. So you just fucked it up for all of us. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's all I gotta say. Congrats. Congrats. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like a lot is on my mind. But at the same time, nothing's on my mind. I mean, it is what it is. And it falls with my fucking tarot reading. Like, it is what the fuck it is. Like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Like, what? There's nothing I can do to make him stop shitting himself. There's nothing I can do to make him stop pissing himself. There's nothing I can do to make him try to remember my name sometimes. Ain't shit I can do about it. All I can do is make sure he's clean and fed and has someone to talk to. And scratch his back and rub his back. The fuck? Where y'all at? And like it makes me mad, but like I'm not mad. I'm mad, but I'm not mad. I'm just annoyed. I'm just really fucking annoyed. And it's like, and you know what this, who you are. You know who you are. You're spying on me anyway. Not the other crazy person. I'm talking about you who called the cops today, right? You don't talk to me. I've tried to reach out to you before. And, you know, you don't reach out to me unless you just want to hear from Grandpa. So you're not really trying to establish any relationship with me. I mean, like, if I were you, like, I would have just faked it. Like, I would have been like, yeah, like, I give a fuck about you and all that. Like, you know, try to build a fake-ass relationship. Like, that's how I would have done it. But I guess people move different. I don't know. But it's like, you don't even talk to me. You don't ask me how I'm doing. And then I hear that you doing some shady shit behind my back, which I don't know is the truth. That person you think is your friend is not your fucking friend. She's talking shit about you. And like, I don't know the truth, and at this point, I just want y'all out of my fucking life. And you might be the next person to get a fucking restraining order. I mean, at least I don't want you talking to me. I mean, I can't stop you from talking to him, but if he doesn't want you to talk to him, I have the power to fucking do a restraining order against you. So, I mean, like, I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna stay out of it. But stop saying my fucking name on the voicemails. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Changing diapers. I'm doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, aren't I? And it's too late now. It's like people come when it's just too late. It's too late. And you know, it's not in, how do you say, like, stay in a child's place? I'll stay in a child's place. This shit ain't got nothing to do with me. But stop trying to involve me in that shit. Now, what if I wasn't home? What if somebody else was home that works here? Like a different nurse or something like that. So you're gonna leave them nasty ass voicemails on there? Not nasty, but you had a little fucking tone to you. So that's what you're gonna do? You're just gonna leave voicemails like that? Like what? I don't know. I thought it was rude and fucking disrespectful. To me, it was rude and disrespectful. And that's not how you get shit you want. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I want to tap into shadow self or whatever the fuck. Like, I look horrible today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I need lotion. I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be a podcast anyway, so stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. But yeah, adults are big ass babies. You know, it's not an insult either, because like, you saw how I was playing with the damn Kinder eggs and the Yowie eggs and the Hot Wheel eggs. I'm excited to see what toy is in there. It's good to be it's good to have contact with your inner child. My inner child's bad as fuck. I was always an angry kid. Like, you would have like a birthday party or some shit, and I just sit there like, oh my god, why is it not my birthday? Why am I not getting attention? Like, I will admit, I was that kid. I need to get some lotion. Let's go in real quick so I get some lotion for my face. I also tore my pants. But it's just ridiculous. Like, really? You don't get what you want, so that's what we're doing? But what does that make you, a Karen? That's a Karen. Well, what do you call a black Karen? A black guy Karen and a black woman Karen. What do you call that? What do you call it? And, you know, I really didn't plan on coming home every damn weekend, you know, like, because I have to get a job or whatever. But if that means I have to protect my house and people who are in my house, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going nowhere. Because I have the constitutional right to defend my property. And I have the right to I don't know if it said in the Constitution that you have the right to defend your family. But I have the right to defend my family. And I'm starting to find you to be a threat. And when I find people to be a threat, I might not say nothing, but just know that I know that I got my eye on you. Just know that. And I know you got your eye on me. So leave me the fuck alone, please. Just I don't like confrontation. That's my issue. But if you back me in a corner long enough, I'm just saying. Hold on. And I need my chopstick. Have to refresh. Okay, I'm back. Also, an update on my health. I'm so fucking paranoid with these damn cars driving by. I don't know. It's one of y'all niggas. I don't know. I'm dead ass serious. Like, I'm gonna provide the proof, so y'all niggas don't be acting like if I have to provide the proof, then let me know, because I'm not about to sit here and look like I'm paranoid like a motherfucker for no reason. Like, and witness will be public record anyway after I go to court. It's just public record. So I'm not making shit up. Like, that's the scariest thing. Like, anything could happen to me right now, and then like one of y'all be like, oh well, she has like delusions or whatever the fuck. So then what the fuck could happen? Like, somebody could throw my ass in a ditch somewhere and chop my fucking body up, and then y'all just be like, oh well, I thought she was making it up. Like, can you just listen? Take heed to what people say. Take heed. Just take heed. I just hate everything look hot. I look hot and fucking bothered, and not in a good way. But yeah, I am in a hot car though. But yeah, and then like I remember just hearing like, stay in a child's place. For what? And then when you force me to be an adult,
we don't really care.
You force me to be an adult at an early age, and then you say stay in a child's place. That's just not what. That's disrespectful as fuck. I just don't understand it. I don't know. And then like my friend was telling me, you act like something was taken from you early, or you had to grow up fast. And I'm just like, it's true. And that's the saddest thing. Like, I'll be thinking back like, damn, I never really had the time to really enjoy being a kid. And it's especially when you're the first kid, like, you know, when you have like the oldest kid, and then you have the middle kid, and then the youngest kid. It's just like when you're the oldest kid, you already have responsibility on you. And then and then it's like I really enjoy when I have time to like watch cartoons, to fucking Like, I enjoy TikTok. I'm not too old to not enjoy TikTok. But it's just like, I enjoy shit like that. Like, why can't I be young for a change, you know? Like, why don't, like, inside and probably outside, I probably look like 40. Today I probably look 40 or 50 years fucking old. I don't know. But it's like, hearing that from people, like, oh damn, you seem more older than what you actually are. It's kind of offensive, but at the same time, I kind of take pride in it. But at the same time, like, damn, like, that's not how I wanted my life to be. Like, and then it just goes back to the title of the podcast, like, adults are big ass babies. So even when all this is gone, like, all this is done, and I don't have to, like, take care of people anymore, and it's all on me, I'm still gonna try to go back to a time where I didn't have to worry about this shit. Like, just thinking about, like, getting on a bike and just riding down the road and riding back, or getting my skateboard out the trunk and just trying to skate up and down the road, or getting my rollerblades, shit like that. What's wrong with that? But then at the same time, yeah, no, I'm right. I believe I'm right. We're all big babies. But it's not fair to put responsibility on someone younger than you. I don't think that's fair. And I don't want to say, like, I'm a hold grudges against people for it. Because, like, I mean, people do it all the time. Like, when you're at work, people go like, oh, well, I'm not doing that shit. I'll wait for the next shift. In this case, the shift is like a life, like a different person, another generation. So you're just gonna fuck up the next generation because you don't want to, like, take responsibility. And then I be wondering, like, is anybody gonna get karma off of this shit? I've been wondering for the longest, is karma real, or is it hopeful thinking? Is it wishful thinking? What is karma? Like, is she coming? And then some people like to take karma in their own fucking hands, which is not good. And then, like, how they say, like, nothing about, like, taking shit into your hands because, like, God does it or whatever that shit is. I mean, I believe it, but at the same time, I don't really want to believe it. Because, like, if you do take shit in your own hands, then, like, something's gonna come for you. So it's just like, what kind of energy are you supposed to do? Like, what? And it has me thinking, like, and I told you guys before in the last podcast, someone had said, they said, my friend said, when I asked, like, why me? And she was just like, nobody knows, like, why you? People are always asking that, like, why me? Like, when they talk to God, like, why me? Why did you choose me to do this shit? And it's not an ego stroke. It really is not an ego stroke. It's nothing to be proud of. Like, you think I really want to be doing this right now? You think I want to get to, like, the end of my 20s? I'm starting to get to the end of my 20s now. I'm aging out of my mid-20s. You think I want to be taking care of other people? I don't have no kids. Like, the people I'm taking care of, they're my kids. They're my dependents. You think I want to be doing this shit? And then it makes me not want to have no kids. Because, like, fuck taking care of people. Fuck that. I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not doing it. Especially if you have, like, a little person and they have all that energy, but yet they're shitting themselves. And then you have to wonder about all the weirdos that are around and shit like that. I don't want no fucking kids. I don't. And then it costs money. And then when they grow up, you don't know if they're gonna, like, treat you like shit because they didn't get the fuck they wanted. I don't need it. So I'm seriously thinking about getting my tubes tied or just staying celibate. I'm not doing it. But the saddest thing is, I do want to see what my kids look like. You know, like, I want to say, oh, like, you know how you, like, got the Sims and shit? And then, like, you kind of make the Sims after, like, somebody you like. And then you make yourself as a Sim, and then, like, they have kids, and then, like, the genetic blender goes, and you're like, oh, shit, they look just like us. Like, that's sweet. You know? I want that in real life. But is it worth the risk? Like, I'm looking at, but then it's just like, I want to know the psychology of my child. Why does my child act like that? Does my child act like me? Does my child act like his father? Damn. This bird got a branch in his mouth. it's about that time for them to start building nests. Anyways, like, my thing is just like, do I want, I want to see what my kids look like. I want to see how my kids act like. I want to send my kids to like the greatest school. I want to teach them how to do things. I want them to be super smart. I want them to be more than what the fuck I am now. I want them to be greater than me. I want my kids to be better than I ever would fucking ever be in my whole fucking life. But honestly, like seriously, like, if I can't do that, if I know I can't do that shit, I'm not having no kids. I'm not doing it. And then some people say, like, you can't just automatically assume because, like, you don't know how they're gonna turn out that you don't want any fucking kids. Like, it's a gamble. I'm not trying to gamble with somebody else's life. No. Like, as soon as I get $100,000 in my account, maybe I might have a kid or something like that. But all that $100,000, that has to go straight to the kid. It can't go to me. That's what I'm saying. And then I start thinking about my grandkids, because, like, what if one of my kids leave me with my fucking grandkid? Then damn. Then I'm back. Like, the cycle continues. The cycle continues. And I'm not really trying to take care of a grandkid either. It just makes you it's so much. I just rather not be involved. I'd rather just not be involved. I'd rather be one of those people who just, like, adopt a monkey and then put a diaper on the fucking monkey and be like, yeah, that's my kid. Or, like, I just get a whole bunch of cats or something like that. Yo, those are my kids. Shit. Like, I don't want to. And then I say that now, but I'm saying, like, if I get knocked up, ain't nothing I could do, because I'm in a state where, like, you can't really get rid of the kid after a certain point. So, yeah, I don't want to say I'll deal with it, but I would have to sacrifice my whole fucking life. That's just how I am. Like, the kid will eat first. I won't eat. My kid will eat. And if I have to eat to keep on going, yeah, I'll take the bare minimum. I do that shit now. I eat once a day. Like, I've been trying to get my appetite back up. Since I stopped drinking, it just makes me want to eat. But generally, I just eat once a day. I don't know why I'm not dropping any more weight. I don't know. Maybe my muscles are getting eaten or something like that. I don't know. But I don't eat. I don't know if somebody's gonna be hungry later, and I don't really feel like going back out. So you could have my meal. You could have my food. As long as you're good, I'm good. But a lot of people don't think like that. And it's not my place to judge people, but sometimes, like, I want to judge the world. Like, someone has to judge the world. And then it just makes you think, like, all the things that are happening in the world right now, it is judgment. It is judgment. But it's not up to me to make that determination. And it's not up to me for, like I said, I can't put that in my hands. I can't be God. There's nothing I can do. And then if I hope, like, I hope God come and fix this shit up, I probably get struck the fuck down. Or something bad will happen to me. So I might as well just stay the fuck out of it. I might as well just keep doing me and keep going forward and have good intentions. But this is the thing. People keep trying to block my good intentions. So it's just like they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So what if I just keep to myself? How can you just keep to yourself? How? When so much evil is going around you, you're just as evil for not, like, if you, like, that quote, that corny ass quote, if you stand for everything, you fall, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, or some bullshit like that. I don't know. It's just like, how could you just go around okay with how this shit is going? And then you don't want to change nothing? Why are you here? What is your purpose? That's what makes me sick more than the people doing the more evil. Like, the people who let this shit happen. And then you don't think that shit's gonna happen to you? You're crazy. You're crazier than me. Like, I don't know. It's just like I'm viewing humanity. I'm viewing humanity in a different light. Like, I don't hate humans. I can see how people go like, I respect animals more than I do humans. Like, some people will rescue a dog out of a burning building before they will a human being. And then I'm starting to understand that shit now. But I mean, like, I do care. I care too much. And then it makes me think, like, is the worst, evilest person in the world, do they have good intentions? And then let me not, because someone's gonna call me like a sympathizer or some shit like that. But you know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. You know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. And then, like, those are the people who actually took a stand to do some shit about it. But then, like, you know, they might have, I don't think they went a good way about it. Probably the way they went about it was not good. Obviously, if we're talking about if they're, like, one of the top evil people on the countdown, like, if you ever looked at the dictators, like, I'd be thinking like that. I'd be like, sometimes, like, I'd be manic as fuck at night. I won't lie. You act like y'all don't, okay, y'all act like they don't have, like countdowns of dictators on, like, the military channel and on YouTube, like, the worst dictators ever and shit like that. Do you ever just be wondering, like, if I was control of this shit? Like, you ever be wondering that shit? And then, like, what if you make it happen? Next thing you know, you're watching yourself on a fucking countdown and everybody's talking shit about you because you didn't do what the fuck they wanted. Or that people got hurt while you were trying to do what you thought was right. You can't win for fucking losing. Because if I said the shit I wanted to do, like, let's say, like, how I said I wanted to be the president, right? And I would legalize weed, right? So we could get tax off of that. Everybody smokes weed, man. So if we tax that shit, make it legal, tax it, send that shit worldwide, fucking exporter, #1 exporter of weed, right? Let's say we're the #1 fucking exporter of weed in the whole world, and we tax that shit, and we get, and that, therefore we can pay for healthcare, we can pave the roads and shit like that, right? I guarantee you somebody's gonna make a documentary on me saying, that bitch got my kid high and the kid overdosed from weed. I'm telling you, you can't win for fucking losing. So what the fuck do? Do nothing? Or do you make a stand? Despite what people have to say. And that's my dilemma right now. That's my dilemma. And it's just like, I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody. It's not my intentions to hurt anybody. But just because I'm not doing what the fuck you want because you're a fucking evil ass person or people, now I'm the bad guy. And I was thinking about how, like I just been hearing, like, evil is subjective. Evil is subjective. And it's true. There's two sides of a coin. Shit, there's probably there's three sides of a fucking coin. You got the front of the coin, you got the back of the coin, and then you got the ridge, bitch. There's three sides of a coin. And it just blows my mind. Like, honestly, it just blows my fucking mind. Like, there's so many paths to take in life. Which path do you want to go on? Like, which path do you want to go on? Like, I could literally stop what I'm doing right now because I don't have to do this shit. And I don't have to, like, but I don't throw that in people's face. Like, I don't tell the people I'm helping, oh, I don't gotta do this shit. You know, that's the worst shit to hear from somebody that's helping you. Like, oh, they go like, oh, I don't have to do this shit. That's like when you go into the doctor or the ER and then, like, you're like, ouch, that needle hurt. And then they go like, well, I don't have to do this fucking shit. Then why are you a doctor? I don't know. But it's just like, I could get in my car and just drive anywhere the fuck I want to go. Like I don't even want to deal with my own, like, bills and shit. Like, what if I just want to get up and drive across America and just settle somewhere and just live my best life? To you and me, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like a good idea. Like, why not? I'm stressed the fuck out. I want to do something else with my life before I get into my 30s, you know? I want to do something else. That sounds good and dandy. But what am I leaving behind? I'm leaving behind my family. I'm leaving behind my friends. I'm probably leaving my bills on other people. Like, you have to think about the implications. So it's just like, once you leave, make sure you tie up all ends and get the fuck on. Don't keep contacting people and rubbing shit in their face. Like, just disappear. Disappear. Do it clean. Don't offend people on your way out. Just walk out. Just go. Stop putting in your little 2 cents. Just get the fuck on. But it's just like, I mean, I could do it. I could just get up and go. But the thing is, having a conscience. That's something like if I could wish upon a star, honest to God, like right hand up. If a fucking shooting star just came across the earth right now, hopefully not an asteroid or some shit, I would wish I did not have a conscience. And I don't mean like being awake, so like if I wish it, I just pass out. I mean like, I don't want a conscience. I don't want a guilty conscience. Because you know what I could do with no fucking conscience at all? Everything. Everything. And that's deep. Like I have to soak in what the fuck I just said. Like just think about it. Think about it. What you could do if you didn't have a conscience. Period. Like fuck it. It's just like you're waiting in a long line at McDonald's and everybody's just like so hungry, but could you imagine just walking and skipping a fucking line? You might get your ass beat, but just think about it. And then plus if you're not scared of that person, you beat their ass too. And you get what you want. You can always get what you want if you don't have that fucking conscience. So it makes me wonder, like, what if like I just lose empathy? But at the same time, I want to be like that, but I don't want to not care about people. Like, what if I can be like that, but then I can also give back? Like an anti-hero. That's why I fuck with Batman. Like, to me, like, I think he's an anti-hero, kind of. No. I think he would be a hero. I think Deadpool is more as a anti-hero, like somebody who does what the fuck they want, but they don't always hurt other people. I like shit like that. Like, I fucks with that. But that being a superhero and saving every fucking body, even though it hurts you, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do that shit no more. I really don't. But it's just something I have to do right now. And then, like, I'm hoping everything I do is not going to be in vain. Because that would be the worst thing. Like, I wasted years of my life doing the right thing. And then, like, the people who are not there the whole fucking time, or causing drama the whole time, giving me their fucking opinion on shit. I don't want to fucking hear what the fuck you have to say. And I do want to ask, why the fuck do you think I give a fuck what you have to say when I'm doing your job? That's like when, like, I used to be at work, and then people just be like, oh, I'm calling out, and you know damn well it's just gonna be just me, and we don't have nobody else. Why do you think I want to talk to you at that point? And that's one of the reasons why I left that job. No fucking teamwork. There's no teamwork out here. People don't look after each other no more. People are always after that damn dollar. Like, but if you work together, you could make a dollar stretch, or shit, you could get more dollars. Why can't we work together? Why can't we hold hands? Like, and it's just like more and more that I dive into like what the fuck has been going on since I've been like not living here. There's so much shit, like I said, there's so much lawsuits that could happen, and just like Atlanta Snapback was just saying, don't talk about your shit on here, but it's real shit. Cause 2 people in here, y'all can at least give me a thumbs up. But I'm just saying, cause I don't know if y'all the crazy people. I don't know, cause there's 2 people that don't like me right now. But I'm saying, and then it makes me think, yeah, I could sue. I could be rolling the dough after I sue. But is it really worth it? Not that like I'm too lazy to file the lawsuits, but it's just like these people got a family too. So I'm thinking, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm thinking like, okay, let's say I sue the shit out of somebody, right? They have a family. They have kids. They, you know, like why? I'm thinking about them, but they weren't thinking about me. Why am I thinking about them? That's my issue. That's exactly what the fuck my issue is. And it's like, what the fuck do I do? Because I deserve justice. Why do I think I don't deserve justice? That's my issue. And I think that has to do with like low self-esteem or some shit like that. But it's just like, what if I lose the empathy? What if I turn into the devil? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like the devil, like going around stabbing the shit out of people and killing people and strangling people and shit like that. I just want justice. Is it wrong? Is it really wrong? Why is it wrong to feel like you're owed something that you deserve? And then, like, I try to look at shit from every fucking angle, right? So it's just like, okay, what if this is in my head? Because, you know, I do have, like, I have issues. Like, I have fucking issues. Like, we both know that. We all know that. You and me, we know that. You've been on my channel. We know that. So, it's like, I'm thinking, okay, what if it's a delusion? You know? What if I'm just, like, making this shit up in my head? Like, oh, these people didn't fuck me over. It's just in my head. You know? Maybe I need some meds. These people aren't fucking me over. I just need some meds. No, they are fucking me over. You are fucking me over. And then it's like when I talk to my friends and they're telling me or asking me, why you letting these people take advantage of you like that? And I'm sitting there saying like, I don't know, I don't know. You know how that makes me look like? A fucking idiot. And I'm tired of looking stupid just because I spare people's feelings and I care. So my thing is like, keep flipping this shit up and down. My thing is like, you didn't give a fuck about me. Matter of fact, let me speak directly to all the weirdos. And I shouldn't be the one calling people weirdos. You fucked me over. So why do you think I'm not gonna fuck you over? And I'm not telling you to kiss my ass so I don't do it. I just want to ask you, why did you do it? Like, why? Why? I could've, like, I damn near gave you everything you fucking wanted. Like, you drained the fucking savings. You took advantage. You knew you. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it. You know what you did wrong. And then it's the fact that these people that they hide behind the church. So many fucked up, nasty ass bastards are hiding behind the church. They come here talking about, oh, well, I need some more money. And next thing you know, oh, I'm going to church. Or you can't reach them because they're at church. Like, the fuck? Just stop. And then it's not like I have anything against church. Completely. But I've been peeped that shit was fake as fuck. Like, I remember, like, grandma trying to make us go to church. And, I just be in there and I just be watching that shit like, I'm a kid now. That's when I decided I was an atheist. I think I was, like, fucking 6 or 7 years old. And I'm just like, y'all doing too much. Like, this shit feels fake as fuck. But I didn't want to say that shit out loud. And plus, I kind of like dressing up and all that. It was nice. A lot of people go over there to show off what clothes they have. But I'm thinking here, I'm 5, 6, 7 years old, and I'm just looking at these people being fake as hell. Like, who can do the Holy Ghost the most? I'm just watching. And then, you know, sometimes you do, when you get older, you can feel that, because, like, I never really cry when, like, people pray with me or pray for me and stuff like that. I don't really cry and stuff like that. But the last person that prayed for us, like, a couple days ago, and she was just like, God bless them, God bless this caregiver, and blah, blah, blah. And then I did cry. I did fucking cry. But because it's like, when you take your own spiritual journey or whatever, and then you kind of like you establish your own relationship with God and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can relate. But other than that, I don't know how to explain it. Like, that felt legit. It didn't feel like some shit, like somebody just wanted to be like, hey, I'm gonna pray with this person just to show the fuck out. To show that I'm the better Christian. Or I could tell my friends, or I'm stunting in front of my friends because I prayed for somebody who's obviously going through some shit. It wasn't about cap. A lot of this shit is about cap and image. And it's like, people care so much about image. And I guess image does matter, because, like, I do think, like, oh, how the fuck am I gonna look? Like, right now, I'm thinking, like, okay, everybody thinks I'm crazy because that's what the fuck my channel is about. Like me reviewing fucking psych meds and getting out the psych ward. I finished paying that bill for that just recently. But I never hid that shit. I didn't hide that shit because it's just like, it's gonna come out anyway. Yeah, I'm crazy as fuck. I might as well just tell you now. But I ain't stupid, and I have facts. I know when somebody's conspirating against me. When I have facts. When I have audio and video footage. And that's why I always, every time I think somebody's doing some shit against me, that's when I hit the record button. Go ahead. Go the fuck ahead. And that shit hurts, you know, like, it just hurts. Because, like, sometimes you be telling people what the fuck is going on, but they don't believe anything you gotta say until you show them some proof, and then it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't believe you. And that's why, like, I'm not even gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna show what the fuck I gotta present, and that's it. And regardless, if I do not want somebody on my property, that's what the Second Amendment is for, period. Like, I'm not gonna argue about it. That's what it's for. Leave me the fuck alone. Stay off, like, just go. Go, 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 go. That's it. That's all I ask. I just want to be alone. I just want to be alone. Like, literally, I just want to play with my toys, no homo, and with my tarot cards, and watch cartoons, and watch a game show network, you know, chill with my grandpa, talk to my friends, drink a beer, sometimes smoke a blunt. Like, I don't look for trouble. And it just, like, trouble keeps trying to come for me. Like, trouble keeps trying to find me. And I don't know why. And then I'm thinking, like, maybe that's a target, you know? Like, maybe, like, my intentions are just, like, a beaker shining off to, like, the spiritual realm. Like, hey, yo, this bitch is too positive. Like, hey, yo, this bitch, she want to do too many good things for people. Because literally, all I want to do right now, my ideas, and I might as well put it out there so y'all know I ain't BSing and shit, but I don't want people to steal my ideas. But, like, hold on. I had ideas, like, I wanted to, like I told y'all before, excuse me, I wanted to mow lawns and stuff like that, like, mow lawns for, like the elderly or abandoned property or something like that. Like, I don't want to charge an arm and a leg or nothing like that, because just, like, it's not their fault they can't mow their own fucking lawn anymore. It's not their fault they're not able to drive to the supermarket and get the groceries that they want. But these companies, these nonprofits, excuse me, these agencies, these people, they're fucked up. They're fucked up. And I want to cut out the middleman and all of that. Like, I don't even want to hire people unless they're, like, my closest friends. Like, seriously, I'm tired of the middleman bullshit, because it's just like, everybody want to cut of this, everybody want to cut of that. No. Tell me what you want at the supermarket. You want to come with me? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have, like, transportation. Like, I can get a whole bunch of old people together. I can say old people, or I can just say elderly. I can get a whole bunch of elderly people, or, like, disabled, or something like that, and we could just ride over to the supermarket. Excuse me, the ginger ale hitting. And then we could do some shopping, and then they can come back to the car, and then I just drop them home with their groceries. Or, like, if they want something to eat, they just tell me what you want. I'm doing something simple, like hot dogs or something like that. Like, I want to have, like, a hot dog stand or something like that. Suspicious. Like, I could just, like, have cheap healthy food, and just deliver it. So you can get a whole meal, like, you get full as fuck. Like, you can have, like, a entree, you can have a main course, you can have a side, you can have, I already said main course, you can have a dessert, you can have a drink, under $5. That's what the fuck I want to do. Shit, where else can you get something like that under $5? It's not fucking nasty. I mean, like, what, Wendy's got the 4 for $4? That's the only competition I see. Honestly, but barely. I bet you I could beat that. But then do they deliver? That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, like, who the fuck getting delivery off of 4 for 4? Like, I'm going to change the world. Like, I'm saying this shit, I be thinking it, and it's just like, I'm not telling the world. And I'm not telling y'all, like, I'm telling the whole fucking world under my voice. I feel like opening my car door and just screaming it the fuck out. I'm going to change this world. Like, I'm going to be a revolutionary. You know? I want to be like the people when you have the countdowns for, like, the documentaries and shit. I want to be on your countdown. I want to be on your countdown. Oh, the person that changed one of the people who changed the fucking world. I want to be on the fucking countdown. Put me on your fucking top 10. Put me on your top 5. Actually, put me on your top 3. I'm going for at least top 5. I want to be like that. And you know what comes with that? And I was thinking about that, like, oh, if I make too many changes and shit like that, some people ain't gonna like that, because, you cutting into billions of dollars, trillions of dollars by doing shit like that. Like, you disrupting whole industries when you do the right thing. So you know what that means? Bitch, I'm gonna get assassinated. And I was thinking that shit, because I was just like, they ain't gonna like what the fuck I gotta say. Like, whoever the fuck is on the top, they ain't gonna like me. They're not gonna like me. So that's why, like, the people don't fucking like me now, and I'm doing the right thing. So if imagine me going global with this shit. I know I can't do it all by myself, though. That's the issue. Like, I can't do it all by myself. But it's so hard for me to trust other people to do the right thing. That's the issue. If I can just be friends, like close friends with people that I could work with, and we all have the same common goal, we could change the fucking world. Like, elderly people don't have to worry ever again. Like, the elderly don't have to worry. Like, what the fuck? You don't have to go through no fucking agency, boy. Just call my phone. I'm there with the 4-course meal. Less than $5. Bitch, you know that could change the world. Shit, even if you don't got the money. Even if you don't have the money, bitch, I'll treat you. I mean, you ain't gonna keep getting me all the time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason people should be hungry right now. I mean, like, I know money, like the prices of everything is going up right now. Yeah, I know that. But niggas ain't hungry like that. No. And then plus, if it's just to be day by day, just to be full to make it to the next day, bitch, you don't need nothing special. I'm not saying eat trash to make it to the next day, but I'm saying, like, I got so many ideas. I just don't have enough manpower. That's the issue. And I don't have enough people to trust. Because just like, but I was saying, like, if I became the president, and yes, this is that manic speak, or whatever the fuck, that crazy fucking talk. Call it crazy, call it what you want, whatever. And it's just like, it's corny, because let me tell you. Damn, 53 minutes of this motherfucker. Welcome to the NOTE2SELF podcast again. NOTE2SELF podcast, episode motherfucking 29. I think it's episode 29. And it is 5:42 p.m. August 2nd, 2022. I was just thinking, like, lately I've been seeing a lot of things saying, like, oh, you are the chosen one and stuff. I feel like these people, we could all be on the same wavelength, kind of. Like, in our thoughts about wanting to change the world and stuff like that. But then I'm thinking, like, shit, these people are making a lot of money from ad revenue and shit like that. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be negative as fuck, but just think about it. Like, if you constantly telling somebody, like, they're the one, like, you're just stroking that ego, like, you're making money off the ego. And I mean, like, get it how you fit in, you know what I'm saying? I do like listening to that shit, though. I won't lie, like, I do listen to it for motivation, like, oh, you're about to change the world, and you're about to change everything the fuck up. It's motivating to listen to. It really is motivating. But my thing is just, like, how many people are really the chosen ones? And then when you think about it, like, they all popped up out of nowhere. Like, I'm gonna say, like, maybe last summer. It was just weird. Like, I thought it was some kind of psyops kind of shit. Like, it's just weird. Like, everybody's fucking the chosen one. And then I think, like, I mean, 144,000, right? That's how many niggas it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure there's more than that watch those kind of videos. So it's just like, who are the 144,000? Who are those people? What are the qualifications? Just a lot of things going through my fucking head. And I don't know, like, I'm saying, like, I'm fucking scared. Like, y'all niggas think, like, oh, she keep coming day by day. She just like to hear herself talk. Oh, she trying to get her subscriber count up, blah, blah, blah. Yes. But, I have to do this for myself because this is what I want to do. Like, I'm scared as fuck to be here right now just talking because it's just like, I don't know who the fuck is listening. I know I don't look dressed to the nines. I'm not a 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no dime. I don't have nothing to bring to the plate. I don't have no facts. I don't know how to shuffle, what? You said yes. But, what the fuck was I saying? You done distracted me, drunk. I wish I was drunk, though. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I have to do this. It just feels like I don't know what. Like, I'm not that funny. You know, nothing special about me. But to me, for me to feel like I didn't waste time in my fucking life. Because I know, like, if I just stay quiet and, like, delete all the videos off my channel and just pretend like this never fucking happened, I'm gonna lay in my deathbed, or, like, if I get in a crash and I'm on the side of the road and I'm just like, oh God, like, I didn't fucking talk about everything that I wanted to fucking talk about, and I'm fucking just dying. You know how much regret I'm gonna have? So I'm gonna speak my fucking mind. And plus, like, I'm tired of talking my friends' ears off. I want to talk to other people. Yeah. I want to talk to, I don't want to have no regrets, because it's just like, I'm looking at grandpa and it's just like, he looks like he's full of fucking regrets. It's just like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. And I was talking to him at the dinner table and I was just like, I don't want to be old. And then he just like, damn, well, you're lucky if you get old and all that. I'll be lucky if I had somebody like me taking care of me. That's the only thing I gotta say. Like, I'm not trying to say no ego kind of way, but I don't want to be old. Yeah. Thank you, drunk. I'll make you a mod. Fuck it. Thank you, drunk. I hope it popped up for you. But, bruh, like, I hope so, because it's just, like, I don't know, like, as a kid, like, I always wanted to be, like, famous. Like, they just be like, yeah, boy. Like they'd be like, you know how they be like, what do you want to be when you grow up and shit like that? Bitch, I don't fucking know. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to, and then you ever heard that quote, and no offense to any teachers or anything like that. Let me turn this on real quick. It's hot sound. Like, I don't want to be offensive to teachers, but they said those who cannot teach.
Like Eddie said,
that shit sounds offensive as fuck. So you saying, like, if I was never gonna make it, all I can do is just fucking teach? That's kind of like when you're like the coach, right? And sometimes you be watching the NBA or some shit like that, and you see a really skinny nigga and you can tell he never played no fucking ball in his life, but yet he's the coach. Like, that's how the fuck it looks like. It's not gonna be me. No. And then, like, I'm still, like, in my head, let me just stay on the topic. But, like, growing up, how they be like, what do you want to be when you grow up and stuff like that? And I'm just like, shit, I want to be on the stage. Yeah, they are. No, I don't want to say that. See, like, you gonna make a teacher come up in here and say like, fuck you. That's what the teacher's gonna say. But I literally just read an article the other day. Like, this teacher, he quit his job and he went to go work for Walmart as a guy who gets the shit off the truck, and he making $12,000 more a fucking year. They don't value teachers. They don't value teachers at all. And, you know, I thought about being like a history teacher or some shit like that. If you're passionate about the topic and you like teaching people, hell the fuck yeah, why not? Yeah. But I'm not gonna teach some shit that I wanted to be, and I never made it, and then somebody else just surpasses me, and then they never give me any fucking credit. Like, damn. I can't do it. I would hate myself. I would fucking kill myself. Let me not talk like that. But it just, oh, I can't do it. And then anyways, like, I'd be looking at like these little home videos that grandpa saved, and it's just like little me and like me tap dancing and doing ballet and shit. And then I was playing piano and all that. That's the shit I wanted to do. That was that's what I wanted to do. Like in elementary school, I was taking those little tap classes and shit like that. Tap, ballet, piano. And then middle school, I did go to like a performing arts middle school for like 1 year. And then we moved south. Ain't no performing arts shit down here. So I had to give that up. Because after middle school, I wanted to go to like a performing arts high school, like Juilliard, I think that's what it's called. Or LaGuardia. And then I wanted to go to Juilliard College. Something, like, you know, I wanted to be on Broadway. I wasn't the best fucking actor, but it's just like, shit, you don't have to be the best actor, you just have to let somebody skeet your fucking mouth. Yeah. And then, you know, all those people that say, oh, you can't rap. You know how many rappers we got now? All you need is auto-tune and a hot beat. Stop telling people they can't be anything they want to be. Like, what? Only the people who saying that shit is people who never fucking could make it. And even they could make it now. Just get in the booth and auto-tune that shit. Yeah, I'm not dealing with no badass kids for that much. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. But then, like, my friend goes like, oh, I mean, I don't know where you live at, drunk, but, like, are you in America? Like, she was saying, she said, America's fucked up and all that. It's ironic because, like, she's military. I'm not gonna throw her name out there. But, she's like, America's fucked up and yada yada. And, like, I agree, America is fucked up. Okay, St. Louis. I like the barbecue out there. But it's like, I don't want to be nowhere else. Like, if I think about it, like, I really don't really want to be anywhere else. Like, if I lived anywhere else, it would just be like America light. Like, I would only move to like Canada or France or some shit like that. Shit, Germany, but maybe somewhere in what do you call it? Where the Vikings come from and shit. Norway, that area. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be nowhere else but fucking America. And then she's like, people still come here and shit like that. Hell yeah. Where else can you go and like this shit is happening? I don't know. I love my country, shit. More opportunities overseas. You're right though. But still, I don't know, like racially wise, I don't know if I want to be in any other country than here. Like, I don't want to be caught doing a crime or be caught doing something by accident black in a different country. Like, hell no. That's scary as fuck. Because when I be watching Locked Up Abroad and shit like that, I barely see any black people on that show. And I don't want to know. Because they probably ain't make it back. That's probably why they know people from Locked Up Abroad that's black. Shit. But yeah, I think something is wrong with America. Something is wrong, but it's like I don't want to totally trash it. Like, yeah, they shoot us. They do shoot us, but at least like you got people quote unquote marching for you. Or at least you're gonna be on a fucking t-shirt. At least you just don't go missing and like you're. I mean, like you know what? I take that back. But I mean, at least people will protest and shit like that, even if they're taking money, like you know, like the GoFundMes and shit like that. I mean, that's a scam. I always thought like Black Lives Matter was a scam. I'm sorry, people are gonna fucking hate me for saying that, but it just didn't add up. Shit didn't add up. I could live in France. France would be like my #1 place, and then maybe Canada. Spain, no. Spain is racist. That's like one of the... Ain't they the main niggas? Like Spain, Portugal for the fucking slave trade and shit like that. They were like the first slave traders and shit. That's where the word nigga come from. Shit. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting Spain. Yeah, Canada. It is. But they speak French. I mean, I guess it don't matter. It'll be a French-speaking America. I see myself moving to France. I think I could do France. And one place I wanted to move was Germany. And the other place I wanted to move was Russia. And then, like, that damn war going on over there. You made me just remember about Asia. I forgot about Asia. That's fucked up to say. I thought about Japan too, but then it's just like, I don't want to go somewhere. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say like I don't want to conform, because it's just like you have to learn the culture when you go somewhere. But I feel like I would go through some kind of culture shock over there, and then plus they be staring like a motherfucker, and then you be staring like a motherfucker. But it's just like I already get stared at now. I don't want like a whole country staring at my ass, and if something bad happened, they gonna blame it on my black ass. I don't know. But I used to be so obsessed with Japan. I used to tell people I was part Japanese in elementary school. I cringed the fuck out. I used to be so obsessed with anime. I was a weeboo. I had to stop because they was clowning on them nerds too hard, and I was like, I ain't gonna be the only nerd getting picked on, so I had to fall back. Yeah, I don't want to be the only black person. A lot of people do move out there so they can be the token black person, though. So those people you need to look out after too, because those people will throw your ass under the bus in a heartbeat. Like, shit, like, it wasn't this nigga, but it was the other nigga, and you know how niggas is. Like Uncle Tom ass niggas. I don't trust nobody who's the only black person anywhere. Fuck no. And I don't want to be the only black person anywhere. Fuck no. But I would definitely do France. Like, especially Paris. Like, the major cities. Yeah, I could do that shit. Yeah, for real. For real, them niggas throw your ass under the bus. Some Uncle Ruckus ass niggas. Hell the fuck no. I don't know. And then I said something about like Russia, and I was thinking like, yeah, I want to learn Russian, so I was trying to learn Russian and all that. And people just like, why the fuck would you want to go out there and you probably gonna be the only black person out there? And then like I do see like some racism there. Like them niggas. I mean, a lot of people racist everywhere. It's a tribal thing. London. Okay, if we did like a list, okay, Paris would be the first place I would go to. Second, London, I think. But London just reminds me of like an America that speaks funny as well, and they drive on the wrong side of the street. So that's what I think. I don't know. Like, I agree, and I also disagree. Because it's just like, nobody was really thinking that shit as just like, when it was just America, nobody was really thinking that shit. They brought that shit over here. So they bringing their old world ideas over here and they applied it to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like them ideas came from somewhere. And then I was thinking about that video game. You ever heard of Wolfenstein or something like that? I want to buy the whole fucking box set. But there's like this Easter egg, and it's just like the KKK is talking to like one of the Nazi guys. And then like the Nazi guys just like, damn, like y'all did a real good job with like, you know, the Reconstruction period, like, you know, when the KKK was coming up and shit like that. Like they said Nazis copied off of us in America to do what the fuck they had to do. That shit blew my mind out, because I'm thinking like Nazis are the end all be all fucking racists. Oh no, they copied America. They modeled everything off of America. That's fucking insane. That's insane. But I really want to play that game. But I don't know, like, cause I heard like slavery still exists in some parts of the earth, and I'm not trying to be there for that shit. I don't want them to accidentally lose my passport and shit like that. I ain't got time for that. I do want to get my passport, but I ain't trying to be losing that motherfucker. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And then I end up somebody's damn Toby with no fucking foot. No, not in 2022. No. Fuck that shit. Like, and then it's just like, if you think about it too, if you do vice versa, we did so much shit here in America for black people all over the world to be like how they are now. Like, black people around the world are like, oh shit, like, look at the black Americans. Like, we're the most, like, we're basically the most influential group. I don't want to be like one of those, like, people on YouTube, like, oh, we was kings and all that shit. But facts is facts. Like, we're the most influential group of people on the fucking planet. Not, especially to other black people. Because just like, who else doing the shit we doing? Who doing what we doing? Who doing the fashion that we're doing? Who doing the music that we're doing? Who did the civil rights like the fuck we did? We're role models too. Like, yeah, period. Like, even when we say period now, that shit came out the hood. Nigga. Like, American ghetto. And then they want to say like, oh, that's ghetto. But y'all copying it though. Everything I see on TV, they can fucking copy. And like, I remember one time in elementary school, this other black kid, he told me, oh, damn, your lips big as fuck, like Michael Jackson. And I was like, damn. And then, like, now I'm looking and everybody got big-ass fucking lips. I'm not going to say I always had the biggest ass, but now everybody has a booty now. Everybody got a tan now. Come on now. But then people going to say, oh, well, black people straighten their hair. And black people with the contact lenses in. Okay, but bitch, you could take that on and off. I'm not putting something inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing surgical things to look like something else. I don't know, but have you ever heard that black Americans are the real Jews? Yes, because I went through a Hebrew Israelite phase. I don't want to say it's a phase. Like, I had to kind of back off of that, but I definitely believe that. I believe it. Because white people been tanning. They been tanning, but I'm not going to say them niggas built the pyramids. Because that's the shit they like to say. Talking about, niggas ain't building no pyramids. Like, they be saying, like, we was kings and shit like that, right? Ain't no way Josh is building no fucking pyramids. Ain't no way. He can't even make it down the fucking street without fucking having a heat stroke. Ain't no way he built no fucking pyramid. And then they try to do that damn ancient aliens bullshit, talking about the aliens built the pyramids. Like, get the fuck on. Like, yeah, I think we built the pyramids, but at the same time, there has to be something extraterrestrial about that shit. Like, maybe we hooked up with the fucking aliens or some shit like that. That's what I'm thinking. Like, something like that. It's really scientific. Yeah, ancient aliens had my ass shook too. I was just like, damn, like, everything related to aliens now, like, shit. But I'm still freaked the fuck out about that shit, because just like it makes sense, but then at the same time it's just like, damn, like, you can say like, why did the toast burn up, and they'll say, well, back in the day an alien just left the fucking toast in there too long or some shit. I don't fucking know. They say everything's about aliens. But to answer your question, yes, I heard black people are the real Jews, and it made me, like, I did go through a whole phase, but then like the groups that like I wanted to be involved in, they would say some racist shit. Like, they'd just be like, oh, you can't be with a black person. I mean, you can't be with a white person, and if you intermingle with white people, like, you're this and that and blah blah blah. But then a lot of them are fucking white people. So it's just like, what's the truth? And then when you ask them about it, they go like, well, in the Bible it says you have to conquer your enemies, people through sex and shit like that. I'm just like, okay. So I backed the fuck off of that. Yeah, ancient aliens scared the shit out of me. Fuck that shit. And then they had me looking in the sky and shit. I think it was the IUIC. I think it was the purple. They were purple and gold. Those are the niggas that was screaming on the streets of New York. And they'd be like, crackers, 13 tribes, debate me. Shit like that. And it's just like, damn, these niggas so fucking angry and shit. Like, I couldn't gravitate. Like, I believe a lot of things that they said, though. Like how they said, like, black people, well, the Israelites. Yeah, them niggas is crazy, boy. They say, like, the Israelites, were spread across the corners of the earth and stuff like that. And then if you think about it, yeah, that could be slavery, because like we were all over the earth like to do slavery and shit like that. Like, and then they said like, and then that would like line up with us making the pyramids, because then they said like I think the Jews built the pyramids or something like that. So like to me that kind of adds up. So like yeah, I take every idea, like even with the spiritualist channels that I watch, I'm like, okay, I like this idea, I like that idea, but I'm not gonna kiss your ass. Because like sometimes if you start commenting in their channels, like they have so many people. I was talking about this in my last podcast. Like if you you could be like in a group, let's say like this is 100 people in the room and you're one of the 100, and 99 people are just like, yeah, they're telling the truth. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. And then you be the one person to ask the question and they're like, you're a fucking hater. You're a hater. Why are you questioning the knowledge? I feel like my mind was so like soft and malleable back then, like because I was a young adult. Like now I'm in my mid-20s now, so it's just like mid to the late 20s. I'm 27 now, so it's just like I don't want to be caught in a cult. But back then I could have done it. I could have been caught in the fucking cult, like for real, because I just wanted to belong. Like I just wanted to belong to people who gave a fuck, and we gave a fuck about a cause. Like, I could have joined the commune and shit like that. I could have done all of that. I could have done that. I think like if we went back in a time machine or some shit, back to like the Manson days and stuff, yeah, I would have joined them niggas. But shit, Manson was racist too. That nigga wanted to start a race war. And then like I was talking about that when I was off that cough syrup the other day to my husband. I was like, yo, that's crazy how Manson thought like race war was coming off of the Beatles album. What was that called? The White Album? Helter Skelter or some shit. This nigga heard Helter Skelter and thought there was a fucking race war coming. That's deep. Yeah, and I thought about being a Jehovah's Witness too. I just wanted to belong. But like, damn, you know, you could put yourself in danger like that. Like shit. Like that. Like when I think about the whole Manson case, like damn, they cut the baby out that bitch's stomach. Who the fuck does shit like that? Like, and then they say to this day, where the murders happen is haunted as fuck. So that's why they can't find nobody to buy that mansion. And it's like in a beautiful area. Like it's overlooking like I think the valley or something like that. Has a giant pool. But bitch, once you walk up in there, I bet you feel that energy and you don't want it. But I bet, I don't know. I want to visit. I want to see what they talking about. But I don't want no spirits to follow me and shit like that. But I do want to see that Quentin Tarantino movie when it was talking about like the Sharon Tate murder. And wasn't Roman Polanski in that shit? Wasn't that his wife? For a whole week? Yes. I would do it. But I would have to have a flashlight and alcohol. I would have to be drunk the whole week. Like, I would have to be high and drunk the whole fucking week. Like, they would have to send me, like, a whole garbage bag worth of weed and rolling papers. And, I would have to be fucked up. For $1 million. 7 days for $1 million, just me? Yeah, I just have to be drunk. I could do it. I could do it. Because, like, I'd be scared when, like damn, like last night, like I was reading my tarot cards, right, and all of a sudden, like this fucking water bug came out of nowhere. It is cheating. Well, man, you can't just have somebody go up in there sober, or someone like a whole bunch of people got murdered. Like, damn, can I get like at least a shot glass? Like, come on now. And like, do I get to have the TV on? Like, do I get to have any entertainment, or is it just me just sitting in the silence? I would have to be fucked up. I would have to have some cognac, some Hennessy. Like, if they gave me like a big ass bottle of Hennessy for 1 week, and Hennessy and pizza, some Papa John's pizza, I could do it. Yeah, the ghost pull up. The ghost pull up and I'm drunk. I'm talking back to them niggas. Like, damn, what really happened? I'd be asking them niggas that shit. For real. Especially if I get the shits off that alcohol. I gotta shit. If I gotta shit, I gotta shit. I guess I'm shitting. Them niggas can float in and out, whatever the fuck they want to do. Once I get them alcohol shits, that's it. I really don't give a fuck what's going on. I gotta get on the toilet and stat. But I could do it. I could do it drunk. Hell yeah. I would have to be drunk. I don't know if I would... I don't even know if I would smoke a blunt, though. Because that would make me real paranoid. Because I would just be like, damn. Like, I would hit that shit. And I would just be like, damn. Ain't somebody dying here? I think... Oh, shit. I could do it. I could do it. As long as they give me some drugs. Shit, some alcohol. Some weed. Yeah, I could do that shit. Yeah, I could do it. At least something to drink. Like a 12-pack. I could do that shit. I forgot the fuck I was talking about before. A blunt would be a no for me because weed and scary shit don't mix. I agree. I kind of agree, but I've been playing like Resident Evil, like high as fuck. And then sometimes I just be like, damn, that nigga all up in my fucking face. Like, I'd be like, I don't know, it makes me less scared a little bit. But then it's just like, if I don't see anything, but then I'm thinking it in my head that something's gonna pop out, yeah, then I start getting scared. I'm just like, oh shit, I don't wanna do this shit no more.
This show 1,000 times. Stop paying attention.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't wanna do this shit no more. It'd be more in my head. It'll be in my head more than what the fuck is really going on. And then I would lose the challenge. But I've been playing Resident Evil high as a bitch. I just be like, damn. Them niggas pulling up on us. This shit don't work. But that game used to scare the fuck out of me when I was a kid. Like Resident Evil, all the Resident Evil scared the fuck out of me. That damn Umbrella Corporation. Every time I see that red and white umbrella, shit. I'm scared of red and white umbrellas ever since. So one time you couldn't even open your eyes or nothing. Damn, was you smoking that white Rhino? Oh my gosh. And let me say this though. I hate that feeling. Like, have you ever been told like, oh, like you ever heard of like DARE, or like, oh, don't do drugs, like when you're growing up and shit like that? Everybody does drugs, even adults do drugs. Shit, the people in the DARE program was probably high. No, I didn't see the new Resident Evil series. I didn't see that yet. I'm gonna watch The Handmaid's Tale though, because apparently they're saying everything that's going on in there is happening now in real life. Yeah, the DARE niggas. But every time I get high, like, I'm thinking, oh man, I shouldn't be doing this. Like that's my first thought when I get high. My first thought is like, damn, is the police around the corner? Like one time I hit a blunt, and then like I decided to just go walk around the loop, and then I heard some sirens, and I just started running. Like I probably gave myself up, but I just started running. Fuck that. I fell on the grass. I tumbled on the grass, got my ass up, and I ran in the house. I locked the door. I went under the covers. And the siren just left, and I was just like, man, I kind of wasted my own high. But I gotta stop smoking. I did stop smoking. I think I stopped smoking for a month now because, like, I ain't about to get high at Grandpa's house. I used to, back in the day, like, I smoke out the bathroom window and shit, and I get really paranoid, and I would look out the bathroom window, and I just be like, damn, I hope they don't smell that shit. But that shit was stinky. Like, that's that ditch, like, not ditch weed, like the dry shit, but that's that swamp weed. Like, that's that shit. Stink, nigga, it just stink. And you could smell it, and then you could just get high, like just the smell going in and out of your fucking brain. Like, golly, that's that good. But it's just like, I love smoking. Yeah. Like, shit, I dedicate most of my damn check to buying some weed. So I was just thinking, like, I think in an entrepreneur mindset, I'm just like, yo, too much money going out. Like, hell no. But even if I smoke just a tiny bit, I'm not gonna lie. If I smoke a tiny bit and just relax and pretend that I didn't hit just a little bit, I get a lot more higher than I would if I just, like, pack the whole blunt up and then just smoke it. Just like, damn, where my weed went? Yeah. And I feel like the highs hit different the older you get. Like, the highs are just... Do you like indicas or sativas? Like, I remember back in the day, they'd be like, oh, do you want that loud or just want that mid? But now they telling me all of it is just a toss-up. So what you telling me, like that whole loud and mid thing was a lie? So I was paying extra just because it had like allegedly more crystals on it or it smelled better? Like, what the fuck? It just had me thinking. And then it just makes you, like, I don't want to move just for the weed, but like, I'm really hoping like the South legalized weed. Because if the South legalized weed, it taxes that motherfucker. Like, can you imagine, like, you know how many potholes we got? That shit would be filled up no time. No time. That's what I was saying. Like, if I ever become president, first thing I'm doing, I'm legalizing weed worldwide. We export that motherfucker. Homegrown USA dank, nigga. Presidential dank. That's gonna be our first strain. That shit gonna be like questions in history class. Like, what was the first exported US marijuana product? Some shit like that. Yeah, louder mid. Especially when I haven't seen Reggie in a minute. Especially that brown ass weed. Like, I ain't seen that shit. That ditch weed? No, I ain't seen that shit. Go to Walgreens and get a pack of pre-roll? Yeah. Shit. Imagine going to Walmart and you could do that shit. Like, damn, that's what I be wanting. Like, damn, I imagine how it would be like in maybe like California. Like, going to like a Walmart, you can get you a beer, you can get some weed, you can buy like a DVD, you can get you a frozen pizza. You never leave the fucking house. But that's one of the reasons why I had to stop smoking. It was just like, it just took over my life. But I think I was always meant to be a stoner. Like, even before I even knew what weed was. Like, I always fucked with like Jimi Hendrix and like tie-dye for no fucking reason. I don't know. And it's crazy how like fate just brought me to the weed, and I was just like, okay, well, let me smoke it. I smoked when I was like 17 for the first time. And I didn't really get high. Like, I remember just like laughing really hard and looking into the sky like, wow. But after that, I was high as fuck. Yeah, black hippie, black. That remind me of is that what Kendrick Lamar shit still is? The black hippie? I don't know. But I was always on that hippie shit, boy. Like, the fuck? Like, that was just the vibe. Like, you know how you have cliques in school? Like, I used to hang out with the people that used to be on like 4chan and Reddit and shit. Them nerdy ass white kids. Yeah. And doing memes and shit. But then eventually just gravitated to like the people who like to get high. And I don't know why. Not the junkies in school, but we didn't really have junkies. But the people who like to smoke weed and like go on the internet and play video games, that always, that's me. Yeah, the fucking dark web, Encyclopedia Dramatica. Back in the day when you had pop-ups. I hadn't seen a pop-up in a minute. Like, what the fuck happened to pop-ups? And then you remember back in the day, like, if you go on a porn site, like, you're taking a gamble. You're really taking a gamble. Like, you had to put on like pop-up blocker and all that shit. I remember like before incognito mode. Damn. Incognito mode saved lives. Damn. Shit, I had to damn, what did I do before incognito mode? That's a good question. This time is flying. I think I just had to delete my search history. Like, I had to clear all of that shit out. But then even when I typed on Google, I would still see that I looked up porn. So that I would have to like write down like the first word of the porn, and then it would have the drop down menu, and then I had to click the X. Like, it was just too much work. And it'd be, oh, let me see. My auntie computer was held hostage because I downloaded music from a wild website. They said insert credit card number to unlock PC. Oh my god. And I still have nightmares about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes like I have a nightmare where like I'm just getting hacked, or like a whole bunch of pop-ups come up, but it's like it's my life. Like how I'm sitting here talking to you, like all of a sudden there'll be like a pop up here, a pop up there, and something saying like, oh, we're hacking into your system in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, those would be my nightmares. Like, shit just glitching out. Like, but then like, that shit is deep though, because like I was talking about this yesterday. Like, do you know Soft White Underbelly? Like, where that guy interviews people on Skid Row. Like, apparently, like, he's like, oh my god, allegedly, because I hope nobody's like watching this shit and sues the shit out of my ass, but it's all over the place. Like, basically, like, the people on Skid Row, they're doing like virtual reality experimentation on them for like therapy and shit. But they get $250,000 a pop to put them in those therapy things. But them niggas be talking about, oh, like one girl died named Amanda. She was saying like, oh, I don't need nobody making a virtual me's and having them walking around like a fake Skid Row and shit like that. Like, doesn't that sound like somebody with schizophrenia? And that's no shade to me, but you know, like, just delusion. Like, it sounds delusional. All she was doing was describing virtual reality, and everybody was looking at her like she was fucking crazy. And then next thing I know, she's fucking dead. She's dead. Them niggas made $250. And then like they got Bam in the same thing. Like, you know Bam from whatchamacallit? From Jackass? They got his ass in conservatorship. And then they're saying like one of the ways to get somebody in conservatorship is like get them locked the fuck up. And then like either they can go get treatment with this virtual reality bullshit while they take all your fucking money, or you can go to jail. Yeah, it's Bam Margera. That's my nigga. I used to love Jackass. Like, that shit's still in my head. Like, I wanna do like, and that's why I like whatchamacallit with what's his name? Tyler the Creator. Like, back in the day, I was so obsessed with like Odd Future and shit, because it was just like, damn, it's almost like a black Jackass. So I was just like, fuck yes. Like, those were the days, yo. Like, skateboarding, fucking tie-dye, dressing how the fuck you wanna dress, fucking rebellion. Like, those are the good ass days. Like, when the hell is that gonna ever happen again? Like, these kids will never experience like an Odd Future moment, I don't think. Like, it's historic. Like, one day I really hope to see that Odd Future would be on like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day. Like, maybe like 30, 40, like maybe, let me not say that, maybe like 20 years from now. Like, if they put Odd Future in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, bitch, I would just die. Like, I would actually go to that. Yeah. I love that show. And then, like, you remember that show they had called Black Jesus? I couldn't really get behind that show. Like, I feel like maybe I could watch it now, but I kind of thought it was a little bit blasphemous. Black Jesus. Not saying that Jesus wasn't black. So I do think Jesus was black with dreads. Yeah. But I won't lie. Like, I feel like, I don't know how old you are drunk. How old are you? Because, like, I feel like at 27, like, I feel like I'm right. Like, I remember the year 2000. So I am a millennial. But at the same time, I feel like I'm too young to remember all of the 90s. Like, I remember the countdown to 2000. I remember 9/11. So you a millennial. You a millennial. I think I'm what they call, like, a zillennial. A zillennial? Like, I'm, like, kind of between Z and millennial. But, yo, you at a good age. Like, I can't wait to be 30. Like, I think that's gonna be like the perfect age. And then, honestly, like, I was so scared about getting older, because I was just like, damn, I ain't really accomplished shit for myself yet. But damn, it's just like, there's so much to do in this world, and I have so much time left, like, God willing. Like, your world is just beginning, honestly. I don't think we paid attention to that shit. I remember just like putting on like a feather boa with them hard ass high heels for them little kids that be in a dress up thing, and like a tiara. Oh my god. Somebody I don't like is texting me. has my heart beating now. Anyways, what were we talking about? You bought a passport 2 years ago and still ain't been nowhere. Where you trying to go? Paris? Have you took a foreign language class in high school yet? Oh, I mean, well, have you? Not yet. But have you took a foreign language? Because I took French, but then now I'm thinking like, damn, I should have took Spanish. Like, shit. But then again, like, no racial, but my French teacher was just like, you can't do worldwide shit with Spanish. She's like, you need to learn French. It's a universal language. You're so lucky. If I could go back in time, I would have learned Spanish. And I'm still trying to do it. Like, I bought, like, a couple apps. Like, I got one app I paid for. And then I tried to learn Italian. And then, like, I tried to learn the Russian. And then I tried to learn Japanese. But I need to stick to Spanish. But, aww. I mean, at least y'all had it, though. At least y'all had it. Yeah, French it was fun, but like you know that part when you have to have like a conversation with your classmate in front of the teacher and in front of the class, and it's just like the way I talk. You know how Peggy is from what is that show called, King of the Hill, with Hank Hill, and she got that accent. Like she'd be like, "Buenos dias" and shit like that, "Buenos dias" or some shit like that. That's how I talk when I speak Spanish. And when I speak French, so it's just like, damn, I need to work on my accent. But then there was just one nerd in school, in class, and he passed that shit with 100. That nigga, he contort his mouth and all that. He say, bonjour, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, damn, nigga, like, shit, slow down. Photo novellas, picture stories, right? Story pictures. I'm trying to... Damn, I forgot what they called it and what we called it. And I'm trying to, like, what I really love, though, and, like, how I'm trying to work on my Spanish is, you know, I don't know if you watch, like, wrestling and stuff like that, but, oh, and flashcards really help with the foreign language. But, like, they have something called, like, Mucha Libre. It's like, you know that Jack Black movie, and it's, like, Nacho Libre? But it's like Mucho Libre or something like that. But it's like Mexican wrestling. And it's just like, I love like how they write things there. Like, it's so dramatic. Like, somebody's always getting the shit slapped out of them. And they always calling people puntas and shit like that. Yeah, I love that mask wrestling, boy. I like Rey Mysterio. And then he got a son named Dominic. Like, bruh, they be going all out. They be doing the most. Like, foreign everything. Like, even the Japanese wrestlers, they go the fuck out. Like, you be like, damn, that shit look real. Like, I love it. I love it. And then sometimes I try to just turn things on with the foreign language on only, and then have the English subtitles. Or I just have them speaking in Spanish, and I just try to follow like what they're doing. No, I didn't see that. The last thing I seen was when, what's this girl name? Not Shayna. Damn, now you got me wanting to look. It was like one of the girl wrestlers came back, and Rey Mysterio was getting like an award. Like, no, it was his birthday or some shit like that. It says Rhea Ripley returns and attacks Rey Mysterio. She slapped the shit. Like, they went. I love it. I love it. But Rey Mysterio looks so small. Like, I'm like, damn, this nigga kind of little. Like, but then you gotta watch out with subliminals and shit like that, because like I try to do those things like where, oh, I'm gonna listen to like this language in my sleep, or I listen to those positive what do you call them, affirmations, and then like I heard there's a whole conspiracy about that shit. Like, you over here thinking like you hearing omelette du fromage, like Dexter's Laboratory. Omelette du fromage, and then like after 3 hours of that shit and you pass the fuck out, somebody's saying like, you're going to be ugly, you're gonna kill everyone, you're not anything. Omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage. You gotta watch out. So now it's just like I don't fall asleep listening to that shit no more. Or as I scroll through it, like I drag the little red dot and I just be like, That shit scared the fuck out of me. Especially if you listen to like they be having like the Hindu chants and stuff like that. So like you know how you have good luck and all that, but then you don't really know what they're saying. Like they could be like singing in another language and you think they're talking about, oh, life is beautiful, blah, blah, but they could be singing like, oh, you're gonna give me all your energy, you're gonna give me your firstborn child, some Rumpelstiltskin ass shit. Like, and then I think about the story of Rumpelstiltskin, and I also heard they said like Medusa was black, and I'm just like, damn. But the story of Rumpelstiltskin is just like this little man, like he's just like, oh, I can help you turn this shit to gold, but you gotta give me your kid. Like, damn. What if Rumpelstiltskin really had the kid? Like, what does he do with the kids? And then I was talking about the Hunchback of Notre Dame the other day. Like, that nigga, like, I think he, like, Esmeralda dies, or he kills Esmeralda or something like that, and he digs her body up, and then he fucks her because he's so sad that she's dead. And I'm just like, these Disney stories are fucking insane. Like, I don't think any of the Disney stories actually ended up good. Like, I think all those niggas, like, died horribly. Like, Pocahontas, like, that shit's a real story, but, like, I think she died from, like, a disease in, like, England or some shit like that. And she was only like 13 years old. She's like 13, 14 years old. Damn. And I'm trying to wonder, like, why did she end up with John Smith? Like, she kissed that nigga and all that, but then she ended up with the blonde nigga. Like, something ain't right. Damn. I didn't know that. You right. I didn't know that. And then I was thinking about, even did Tiana from Princess and the Frog have both of her parents? I don't even remember. I just remember like didn't she have like a restaurant or some shit? But my thing was like, why the only, besides Beauty and the Beast, which is my favorite one, cause that bitch educated bitch. But why she had to fuck a beast? So I'm thinking like, why the only princess that's black? Why the hell she gotta not fuck a frog, but you know, why she had to kiss an animal? I was just like, damn. And then like sometimes they just be leaving Princess Tiana out of everything. Like you see everybody else, you see Rapunzel with her 3D ass, she's not even fucking hand drawn, but they put her in before they put Tiana in. So I'm just like, fuck, I just go out to support. So if I see anything with Tiana on it, I'm just, okay, let me get that, you know, just to support. But I heard they're coming out with an African princess Disney movie. But them people, like, when you go on those Disney forums or some shit like that, they be saying some racist ass shit. Yeah, but for me, it's just cringy as fuck. Like, you can't make every character black, though. It's doing too much. I see, like, how they're trying to be inclusive and stuff like that, but that's fucking annoying. That's just, like, how they try to make Queen Mary from England black or something like that. Like, have you seen that? How the fuck you can't make everybody black to please people, and they're only doing that shit for our black dollars. That's it. There's no other reason. Okay, like we're the only people. I feel like we're like the only two. Okay, maybe 10 people that don't really want a black Little Mermaid. But they said they're gonna have her in Jamaica. So that's different. That's different. Okay, you got a Jamaican mermaid now. Okay, that's a little bit better. But they were just talking about like straight up England ass mermaid and shit like that. But I think the Little Mermaid was in Jamaica. But anyways, that shit don't make no goddamn sense. That shit don't make no damn sense. Now everybody black. So they might as well make a white Black Panther. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they ain't got nobody else to make no stories over there. Like, they ain't got no new writers. Like, and that's what I noticed lately in Hollywood. Like, they keep making the same fucking stories over and over and over and over. It's like, can you come up with something else? Like, everything is a remake. I noticed that, and it's been happening for the past 10 years. A black Superman with an S curl? Shit. But I do like how they have Miles Morales as the, well, he's black and Puerto Rican, but that comic book's been around for a while. The black Puerto Rican, well, I'll just say Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Miles Morales, he been around, and I was just like, damn, they been had this comic book out, but now y'all finally want to give him some support, cause now, like, you know, they're doing too much. Oh hell no! I don't like Michael B. Jordan. He's overexposed. Overexposed. I don't like him. And he kind of looked like a chocolate mouse. Like he kind of like Stevie J. Yeah, Miles been around. Like they running out. They running the fuck out. Like come on, let's do something else. And what else? What they're supposed to have like a Static Shock with Jaden Smith. I don't mind seeing that. But yeah, he do like a chocolate mouse. He does look a chocolate mouse. That's all I see. But like they're supposed to come out with Static Shock, and Jaden Smith is supposed to play Static Shock, and they're supposed to have like an HBO adaptation of Green Lantern with Diggle from The Flash or Green Arrow. Diggle from the Green Arrow, but they said like he declined. But they treat every black person off of the CW like shit. No, I didn't see Winnie the Pooh horror trailer. I think I did. Unless it was some like fan fiction and shit. Let me look at it. Yeah, I seen this. It looked like Nightmare at Freddy shit. They can't be serious with that shit now. And then like, don't they have to go through Disney? But then again, it's just like, I think Winnie the Pooh is so old that it's public domain. Like they're saying like even Mickey Mouse is about to be public domain in a few years. So expect a Mickey Mouse horror movie to come out. But it's just like, damn, people running the fuck out. Barney too. I wasn't allowed to watch Barney growing up because they said there was something weird about him. And Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, like, that nigga was weird as hell. Like, putting on his socks and talking about he glad to be my neighbor. But like, when I watched, I kind of cried because he's so nice. And he died. But we weren't really allowed to watch Mr. Rogers. Or Barney. They just said, like, we weren't allowed to watch that. And I was just like, why? I was allowed to watch Teletubbies, though. That was my shit. Like, I like, which one I like? I like the red one, Poe. But I think Poe was a boy. Yeah, Magic School Bus. When they was traveling through the intestines and shit. Did they ever show Booty Hole? When they got to the end of that? I don't remember, but I like Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle was a bad bitch. But yeah, what the fuck was Teletubbies? And then they would come out with that purple slime. But that's real shit, like pink slime that they got at Taco Bell that they be feeding people talking about is real meat and shit. They was on to something. But then they lived in that underground house, that dome house. Like, shit. I want one. That's my idea, though. Like, for my next house, I don't want to build a house that's above the ground. I want to build, like, an underground house and, like, maybe a dome. So I want a Teletubby-ass house. And then, like, what happened to Teen Titans? Didn't they have, like, a live action that fucking failed? Teletubby scared you. They were just weird. And then they had TVs on their stomach. But I won't lie, I wanted to see what the hell they was looking at. Because I was like, damn, Tinky Winky got something on his stomach. Star Wars type house. Oh, one of them dirt houses. Shit. Oh my gosh. Speaking about Star Wars, like I used to not really like Star Wars, but I would play like the racing game, like on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. My brother liked Star Wars and all that. But I really been getting into Star Trek. And did you hear the black lady from Star Trek died recently? Uhura? Oh no! I loved her. I shipped her and Spock. And then I be watching Star Trek high as fuck. I be like, damn, like these niggas riding out through the universe and shit, nigga. Like, that's the best show to watch when you're high. For real. And it don't really be going nowhere. Them niggas just be sitting down and shit. And they just be like falling down and shit. Like, oh my gosh, I could direct something like that. Yeah, but that Star Wars racing game, that shit was fly. They had Goofy's house, like I forgot what it's called. Like Goofy from Disney, like he had a video game, and like you could go around his neighborhood and you could drive and shit like that, and he had like a house. Star Trek, it used to come on really late at night on Sci-Fi when Sci-Fi was good back in the day. And then they had Stargate Atlantis, and it had Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman, in there. That shit, I couldn't really get into that, but Stargate, look at that shit. That shit real life. Like, I'm not talking about the show, but what it's based off of. Like they said, like there was a fucking Stargate in Iraq and shit, and that's why we had the Iraq War. Shit, I remember when sci-fi wasn't even spelt like that. Sci-fi was spelt like actual sci-fi or some shit, I think, like, oh my gosh. And they used to have the most corniest bad movies. Like, my cousin and I, we used to watch Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction with Jonathan Frakes on that motherfucker. That nigga, he was on Star Trek too. I think he was on Star Trek. That nigga be like, he be telling you some stories, and the music go like, do you think this shit is true? Stay tuned on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. And then it turned out the story true as a motherfucker. You be like, nah, that shit ain't happened. And then this nigga Jonathan, he said, fact, that shit happened. Sharknado was a horrible fucking movie. Like, they had the worst movies on Sci-Fi. And then now it's just like, I felt like back in the day they had no choice but to put on the bad movies because that's all they had. But now it's just like they like putting on the cult classics now. And then sometimes ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit, I be wanting to watch some bad shit sometimes. Like Sharknado, that shit was crazy. Like, could you imagine being out there on the sea on a cruise and then like a fucking like tornado or a hurricane come out and this goddamn like shark? Hell no. I can imagine that shit. Cause you know how like a tornado come and then a cow be flying through that motherfucker? Imagine if it's a shark and that nigga just like maneuver that motherfucker like, yo, shit, that shit could be real. I wanna come up with a movie with really bad graphics, just for the cult classic of it. Like that, I need to do something like that. Like, I thought about it. And have you ever like watched like Freddy vs. Jason and shit like that? That shit was on Sci-Fi. I mean, it wasn't bad. But what team were you on? Cause and then like Jeepers Creepers, like that shit was on Sci-Fi. Leatherface is on Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi was the shit. Damn. Is the flood gone? We had a flood here in like 2015, and like the little bridges even fell in the road and shit, and they had like a what do you call it when a National Guard come? Oh, I'm still a little bit sick. But the National Guard had came, and like there was like, if you outside at a certain time, you getting a fucking fine. So I was like, fuck that. And I was the only nigga who could come to work. And I was just like, I'm not about to get a ticket over this damn job, so I ended up quitting. I was like, fuck that. Like, you wanted me to be opening your fucking store so bad that you didn't give a fuck if I had a ticket from the National Guard. And they still have roads closed off from 2015 because they just don't want certain people riding through the neighborhood. So if they just say, like, the road is down, like, people won't go through there, but they're full of shit. And then, like, where did all that tax money go to? Because I swear, like, they sent money over to help out with that. And nobody knows where the tax money went. Nobody knows. Nobody knows where the fucking money went. They probably just pocketed that shit. Yeah, Sharknado was fucking insane. You remember Anaconda, though? With J-Lo and I think LL Cool J was in that motherfucker. That big-ass snake. Now, every time I go to the zoo and I look in the snake section, I think about that horrible-ass movie. And then they had one movie with a big-ass alligator. And, what was it called? It was in Africa. But it's based off a real fucking story, though. Like, there was a giant fucking, like, alligator or crocodile or some shit. Yes, I know. And you know, oh my gosh, like, you gonna get me banned. But this is the shit people talking about, and then like they be trying to say black people are not conservative, right? Nigga, we want to know where the fuck the money's going, because we ain't got no reparations, but you sending shit over there for no fucking reason. I think it was Lake Placid. I think. Don't hold me to it. But you got me going off on this sending money over to Ukraine, because did you see like Vogue had the wife of the Ukrainian nigga on the cover of like Vogue, right? And then he makes an appearance with them tight ass shirts he be wearing, schmizing and shit. Like, it don't, like they saying like Ukraine is beating Russia and all that shit. But my thing is like, if Russia really wanted Ukraine, they could do that shit. They're just waiting until they get enough money. Like, they're probably getting a cut. Like, they're probably sending money to Ukraine, and then Ukraine is paying a cut to Russia. I mean, I'm not fucking there, so I don't know. So I'm sorry if we got any Russians looking and shit like that. But it's just like, it don't make any fucking sense. And then like, if you think about this shit, like, and it was very insensitive. Like, I want to know if like anybody from fucking Ukraine, or if you're in this bitch, can you tell us like how you feel about like us, like, well, y'all having like a photo shoot, like your leaders having a fucking photo shoot, in the background is war. Like, that's me like going in a time machine like Dave Chappelle did in the Player Haters Ball on the Dave Chappelle show. And I'm just modeling with the fucking like slaves and shit. Like, oh, slavery's bad, but I'm on the cover of motherfucking Vogue and shit. Like, it's insensitive as fuck. But my thing is the way he be talking. Like, that nigga talk reckless as fuck. He was just like, if you're a civilized country, you would send some money over here. Bitch, fuck you. Like, we ain't had no baby formula and shit. Like, everything is fucked up. We got, oh my gosh, and then you can't tell me that maybe China might be a part of this shit. It's just too convenient. It's all too convenient. Like, we get weakened down by the virus, right? And then this war happens, and with Russia, two countries that we don't fuck with. And then we're sending money to Russia, and we're weakened down by China, and we also owe China money. So ain't no way. There's a bigger picture. They're happy about it. They just, no. And then the money that we're sending over there, I don't even think your country is worth that much money that we're sending over there. And I'm not trying to say that as an ignorant ass American person. I'm really not. But then I also heard like, y'all niggas not letting black people on the trains either to get the fuck out of there. So what's the truth? I don't support racists. Yeah, I heard about that. But is it like gonna be like digital? I don't even know if I trust this digital currency either. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know how, like, I sound like an idiot, but I don't even know how like this investing shit works. Like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna buy something with real fucking money and then put it into something that I can't fucking touch and then hope the value goes up. I mean, I believe it because, like, you know, if you leave your money in the bank, like, yeah, it goes up. But that's money you can touch and shit. They ain't got no, like, fucking Bitcoins that you can take out the fucking, like, I've never seen, like, a Bitcoin. I've seen, like, illustrations of a Bitcoin, but I've never seen, like, one Bitcoin out the fucking bank. And you can't even buy a Bitcoin. You get like a piece of a Bitcoin. What the fuck is the truth? Oh my god, my comment box. Okay. Yeah, but it's just like, if you be honest, like, people think like you're like being like hateful and shit like that. But like, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, when that nigga said, if you're a civilized country, you would help us build back our country and shit like that. Like, bitch, who the fuck is you to call who's civilized or not? And then you can't make me do shit. Like, and then you biting the hand that's feeding you right now. Like, for real, like, you keep talking like that. I swear, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad I'm not the fucking president. Because the moment he had came out his mouth with some shit like that, I would have pulled the fuck out. I'm like, okay, keep what the fuck you got. Or give me my shit back. That's what I've been like. Fuck. Yeah. And then how do you feel about NFTs? Because it's just like, okay, we could all make an NFT. If you could go on MS Paint, right? Yeah, yes. But they're saying that they're winning, though. They're saying that they're winning. I just don't know where the money's going. And then like one of the people just left Ukraine, one of the representatives or some shit, a representative's wife, and they said she left with a suitcase full of like $20 million. A suitcase with 20 million US dollars in her fucking suitcase, headed to the fucking airport. Bitch, where you going? Where'd you get that money from? Nobody's asking these questions. And if you start asking questions, you're just like being seen as ignorant or some shit. Bitch, I'll be ignorant. When it comes to money, I ain't trying to be broke. I want to see the receipts. But I mean, like, that's what they said about Bitcoin even long ago than that. And Bitcoin is just going up and up. But NFTs don't make no sense to me. I heard like all of it's just money laundering. Like, and if you think about it, like, you know how they be buying pictures of like Basquiat? Like those big ass things that he be drawing. Like I love Basquiat and all that. But like some of this art I don't understand. That's my issue though. That's my issue, my perspective and all that. But there's no way that art should be like $20 million. Like $20 million for like, it looked like scribble scrabble and shit. But you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing now. Yeah. $2 billion and they don't help the people on Skid Row. No. Like what? And then like I don't know, like are you vaccinated and all that? Like let me stop because like if I say some shit they gonna just pull my fucking channel down or like my internet's gonna cut out or some shit like that. But I don't know, like I'm not gonna say I don't believe in the cucarachas or whatever because I did get sick but I had 3 negative COVID tests or whatever. But they're saying like they keep pushing the vaccine, right? But see, I don't have no knowledge on this, YouTube. See, I'm not vaxxed either. But I made it this long without getting sick. Unvaxxed. And I made it. Thank God I made it. But I'm saying, like, you pushing this vaccine. I'm talking about Biden now. And then they say he got COVID for the second time. But you busy telling us, get vaccinated, blah, 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 blah. He barely wearing his fucking mask. And sometimes I be looking at him and he don't even be looking like the same person. But I be thinking that about myself sometimes. I be like, damn, my face don't look like yesterday's face. But that could be in my head. I don't know. But something ain't right. Yeah, the C word. Ah! The cha-cha. The cha-cha slide, nigga. But I don't even know, like, what the fuck is it? And then I'm thinking, like, they be sending out the COVID test. I mean, the cha-cha test. They be sending out the cha-cha test. And each test is from China, right? So it's just like, how do we know that they're not, like, infecting the test strips and then you're, like, infecting your fucking self? And then, like, it might say negative, but then later on you end up getting it because you just shove the fucking Q-tip up your fucking nose. And then, like, you know how you have, like, a test, like a little test thing? And then you have, like, with the sample, you have to have a sample. So it's just like, I don't know. And then the monkeypox, I be laughing, though. It's not something to fucking laugh about because that's scary as fuck. But they be saying, like, you get it from the fluid. So, like, when they be showing, like, examples of the monkeypox and they be having that shit all over their fucking mouth, right? And don't come for me. This is a pimple. I put that damn mask on my face, like the disposable, and that shit fucked my face up. So I be using, like, my fabric mask and all that. But it's funny because, like, it look like they got skeet all over their fucking face, and then that's where the monkeypox come. So I'm like, damn, they skeeted all over your fucking face. That's what I be thinking. Yeah, I had to take the test, though, because I wanted to know. I had to know. But I was just like, God, I hope I ain't got that shit. I didn't have it. Unless I have, like, a new variant that they don't know about. I hope not. But, like, fuck that. Like, yeah, it look like, that's what it is. Because then they said after you fuck somebody with that shit, like, it just shows up on your genitals or in your mouth, your orifices that you be fucking in. So, damn, like, you got skeet all over your fucking face and you got monkeypox all over your face. I don't know. That shit reminds me of, like, those medieval paintings. And then, like, they have those big-ass pustules on them and shit. And then just fucking burst and shit. Like, ooh. But it made me think because you know how they be like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and shit. That's what I was talking about the other day. Like they got death, war, sickness, and famine. So the food ain't no good. I think we're gonna get into a war. Niggas is sick. The only thing left is death. No, what happened to Nancy Pelosi? I kind of don't like her. I don't know why. You saw when it was Black History Month and they all took a knee and then they had that kente cloth on, running out. Yeah. It does look kind of, a little weird in the grocery store. I mean, it's not as bad as, like, what they're saying, like, oh, the shelves are empty. It's not totally that. But when I go to, like, the section that has, like, the cough syrup and shit like that, that shit kind of empty. But then I also heard, like, they're pretending that they don't have anything. Like, because, like, I worked in retail, right? I worked in the back. And we get sent a bunch of shit. But they're saying, like, to prevent a shortage, put out the minimum amount of items in the front so then you just don't run out. So they do be hiding shit in the back. Oh, no. Why the fuck did... So, what if we show that she's in trouble, like we reprimand her or some shit like that? Like, will China leave us alone? That issue, when I be hearing about that shit, like, honestly, I be scared as fuck. Like, I be scared as hell. Like this is how I feel about Ukraine, right? It's just like, okay, I'm sorry this is happening to you, but, like, the country you're against is big as fuck, and I don't really want no beef with them niggas. So, why don't you just not ask me for help? You know, I don't know, like, that's some pussy ass shit. Because I was thinking, like, if we let Russia take over Ukraine, right, then what's gonna stop them from taking something else? So it's just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. Damn. And then why Nancy always be third though? Like, how do you keep that position? Like, she's always third. Like, wasn't she third for, like, Obama's? And was she there for Trump too? The same thing Russia doing to Ukraine we did to Iraq. Really? And, you know, growing up, especially, like, with the Dave Chappelle show, like, back in the day, like, the vibes was just so different around, like, oh my God, these mosquitoes is waiting at the door. It was waiting at the motherfucking door for me. Like, really? They're like, bitch, come out. They said it was for, like, gas. The hell? I hate when people drive down and they got a cell phone and then they looking at me. Like, damn, bitch. Don't look at me. They kept on saying that we did that shit to Iraq for the oil. And they would always drop hints like that. Like, you remember that? Like, and I'd be like, damn, ain't no way. I'm in the house now. Ignore my roof. So what that mean though? Like, if you just the speaker of the house, you the speaker of the house forever? Like, damn, she got a secure position. Oh, bye, drunk. I'll see you later. It was a really good conversation we had. I'll see you next time. Peace out. I appreciate the conversation. That really made my day go by. Peace out. I appreciate that. I don't know. I feel like wrapping this up now as well. So if anybody's here in the chat or whatever, take the time out, subscribe, and we'll all meet up again. And don't be afraid to leave a comment. All opinions are welcome. And I really hope like nobody got offended or anything like that. This is just real talk. And I'm not trying to say like real talk is always offensive and shit like that, but even whatever you have to say, I want to hear what you have to say. So leave a comment. I got some cool moderators now, so we're building a community. So peace out. Talk to y'all later. Good night.